Hi, so today you're going to be learning about step 1, and I want to talk about what that meant for me, how I found that in my early days, and how attending something like this, going through a process of learning, worked for me. And step 1 is the step that they say that you need to get 100%. We need to understand, or I needed to understand and admit that I was powerless over my addiction, over alcohol, over whatever your drug of choice is, and that my life had become unmanageable. And in early recovery, I didn't really understand that. So this is what you're going to be doing today. We're going to be exploring that. We're going to be understanding what that means to you as an individual, and it will be the basis and the foundation of all of your recovery. And so I had to admit that I was powerless. I didn't understand the words, like I said, and to admit to something took a lot of swallowing of pride. I didn't understand what powerless meant. I thought that it meant that I was weak, that I was pathetic. I didn't look at it in terms of just being powerless over alcohol. And sometimes you'll hear people that don't really understand the 12 steps criticize the word powerless because they don't understand it in context. I'm talking about being powerless over alcohol or my drug of choice, my addiction, and how that impacts me. And these are things that you will learn. When I'm looking at unmanageability, in early recovery, I thought that perhaps I only had a bit of a booze problem, a bit of an alcohol problem. And I didn't really understand how unmanageable my life was, how it affected other people, how it made other people around me ill, how I lied, cheated, stole to maintain my addiction. And so as I learn this step, as I go through the processes that you're going to be going through today, I started to understand more and more about me in the context of this step, and how then I really wanted to change me. I didn't want to be a slave to alcohol anymore. I didn't want my life to be chaos. I didn't want to hurt the people I loved that I had been hurting. And so I engaged with all of this stuff, learning this stuff, applying it to me, looking at the wider picture. Sometimes I would fight people because I found it too tough, and then I'd break through that and I'd realise that I'd moved on to another level of understanding. And that's what step 1 is. It's the beginning of all of this process, and that's what you're here to do today, to release you from the bondage of your addiction. Thank you.